Good morning, everyone. For those of you who remember who I am from the Crack at Dawn show, you're live with us on Atten Volt TV. I'm your host, Kimera Hiralal, and by my side, ladies and gentlemen, I have the Consul General of India, Johannesburg, Ma'am Anju Ranjan. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you, Kimara. How are you?
I'm beautiful, thank you. Always happy. It's
Yes.
such an honor to have you in our studio this morning.
Thank you. I'm also honored to come here.
So, General, should I say Consul General, you tell us, as Attenville FM, right, we would like to actually firstly thank you so much for donating instruments to our Love All Serve All Science Center.
Oh, thank you so much. It's our endeavor to enhance the cultural interaction between the two countries, and then we got those instruments, and luckily it can be useful for you. So it's good for us also.
Thank you so much. We highly appreciate it. Now, guys, for those of you who are new to the Attenville TV channel, we'd like to tell you guys that we built this radio station and platform to give back to the community, to give back to the less fortunate. And Ma'am Anju here has told us that she blessed us with instruments to the Sai Center, which we do help give back. She blessed everybody with instruments to open up our own development center to teach music for free. So if you want to be a part of this and you reside in the east of Johannesburg, check us out. We're in the east, in Benoni. Now, Ma'am Anju, can you please explain to our viewers what type of representation does India Consulate have in Johannesburg?
The consulates takes a certain jurisdiction and then start working. We have our High Commission in Pretoria, but in addition to the High Commission in Pretoria, we have 3 consulates. One is in Johannesburg, other one is in the Durban, and the third one is in the Cape Town. So that we represent the area quite well. Under the Johannesburg consulate, we have the 4 provinces to look after: the Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and Northwest. So these 4 provinces are quite important, right? So the consulate mostly does all the work what High Commission is doing, but most of the time we are doing the 3C. It is called 3C.
Yes.
That is a consular. There's a visa, passport,
Yes, ma'am.
death certificate, birth certificate, any attestation of the document, or the people who are need our assistance. Some repatriation of the mortal remains of the people who have who died here, and then their family wants them to be repatriated back to India. So this is the consular work we do. Then we have the commerce work. Tara Pathak, who is our colleague here sitting, and then she is in charge of the commercial work. So India and South Africa, we have a very strong commercial relation. And Johannesburg is the representative office of the Ministry of Commerce in South Africa. So we look after most of the commerce work of whole of South Africa from Johannesburg.
That is so amazing.
So, and the third thing we do, third C, is the culture.
Yes.
So we have the cultural exchange program with South Africa. Under this MOU, we do a lot of cultural activities, and also sending the students on scholarship to study in India, and receiving a lot of students of Indian origin to South Africa to facilitate them to study in the various universities of South Africa. Under the cultural program, we bring the cultural troops from India, and we also promote the local talents who are wants to perform in the Indian consulate. So hey guys, if you're right there, want to perform in the Indian consulate, or you want to be part of our cultural expansion in South Africa and the cultural promotion, please contact us, and then we'll try to promote the local talents here.
Thank you.
So this is what we do.
This is lovely. This is what you're currently doing, ma'am.
Yes.
Guys, if you want to interact with Ma'am Anju here in the studio, you can contact us with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. But before we carry on with this interview, please do take a commercial break.
The world is a busy place with people like you and I, generating vast quantities of sensitive data on a daily basis, receiving, transferring, sharing across the 4 corners of the globe. But who is protecting all of that sensitive data? Who can help eliminate the risks of security breaches? And what if it were you? Accompany a businessman during an assignment. be his guardian angel, help protect his data, and become foolproof on cybersecurity.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're live with us on Action Bold TV. I'm your host Kimera Hiralal this morning, and by my side I have Consul General of India, Johannesburg, Anju Ranjan.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you for joining us and thank you for interacting with us on the Facebook content. I see Stony Milidus coming in on the Facebook page. Good morning once again. Thank you, Stony Milidus, one of Action Bold TV's biggest fans. Do interact with us in TV today. Guys, we've got the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. I can see it there. You can go through Telegram, Twitter, Insta, all of your favorites. So Consul, can you tell the viewers about your yoga day, especially that because yesterday was International Yoga Day.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that.
First of all, very happy 7th International Yoga Day to all your viewers, and then Kim to you also. We are celebrating International Yoga Day from 2015, and it was the endeavors of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. He put forward a proposal in the United Nations General Assembly that the 21st June being the longest day in the Northern Hemisphere, unfortunately that is the shortest day in Southern Hemisphere, should be celebrated as International Day of Yoga across the world. And the proposal was endorsed by more than 170 countries, and then unanimously 21st June was declared as International Day of Yoga. It was in September 2014. So then following June, that is from 2015, we have been celebrating the International Day of Yoga. And it was the initiative of Government of India, but as you know that the International Day of Yoga has been celebrated across the world by the community, by all kinds of people, and across the globe. And people are loving yoga because they have found out that yoga is the long-term wellness program. And then if you practice yoga regularly, you can be very, very balanced and then very, very healthy in the long run. So that's why people are practicing yoga. This year we were like, again in the COVID lockdown, and then we could not be able to do the big program. Earlier we had hired Wanderer Stadium that we should do a big yoga program. Earlier before I came here, they used to tell me that in Wanderer Stadium more than 4,000 people used to come and then do yoga together. But because of the COVID protocol, we were not allowed more than 100%. So that's why we thought that we should target the various community and various area and do an outreach yoga program. So under that program, we did more than 10 yoga camps, and all across where I touched, as I mentioned, that 4 provinces come under me. So we touched all the provinces, Gauteng, Northwest, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. And we did yoga also in one of your Sai center. And we did yoga in Benoni basically, and then Lenesia, in Soweto, Alexandra. And out of Johannesburg, then we went to the Northwest, the class drop, and also Jenin and Nelspruit and Tayondo, that border. So we went to many places and then did yoga. We also on the occasion distributed some blankets to the needy children people, and then also t-shirts. And whatsoever, like you wanted instruments, so we gave one instrument. So
And we thank you.
so it's like we are very satisfied what we did this year. We touched the lives of so many people, and then especially when we were able to do the yoga in the border, they were like quite appreciative, because no consul general or no consulate official have visited those areas and try to involve them into such a noble process, which is yoga. So I was very happy and very, very satisfied, very fulfilling for me that I could come and then do yoga with your children, the beautiful children of the Sai Center. So very, very fulfilling for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Guys, stay tuned as you're going to see the work of a Consul General of India, Johannesburg, straight after this commercial break.
Wanna be a star? For all your music needs, contact Rock
Lifestyle Beat Productions South Africa. We offer music production, publishing, artist management, and digital distribution. For further information, contact 084 605 5466. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're live with us on Action Bull TV. I'm your host, Kimera Hiral, this morning, and by my side, the Consul General of India, Johannesburg, Anju Ranjan. So,
Thank you.
So Anju, Ma'am Anju, this is what you do for a living. This is, you're always giving back. I can't tell you what an amazing person I see in you.
This is the service of the in the service of the nation. This is the foreign policy of Government of India that I promote here. That we should connect with the people. We should do the service to the Indian community out there, and also try to enhance the relationship in all the areas between India and South Africa. So this is what we do, and. My endeavor would have been, like, if the COVID would not have been there, to do some more programs and then try to connect through the more frameworks and platform with the people. But we are waiting for the best, that COVID will end, and then we'll do some good program.
It'll be beautiful. Guys, do take a look at what exactly the Consul General of India, Johannesburg, has done. Have a look.
Our country. Their hearts have to be considered as a sacred foundation of the future. Parents, teachers, and leaders must do what it takes to mold our kids into worthy and noble citizens. Thank you. Om Sai Ram.
Wow, wow, and wow. Welcome back if you're just joining us and you're live with us on Atomville TV. I'm your host, Kimera Hiral, this morning with a Consul General of India, South Africa, Anju Ranjan. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you.
Still fine?
Yes.
I'm glad you're fine.
Yes. Very good.
Thank you. Now, for those of you who do want to interact with the council this morning, you can do with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. Now, this morning we have Stony Millers coming in. Greetings to Miss Anju. I was once part of your yoga program. The time it was at the Sai Center, the Love All Serve All Sai Center in Attenville. I loved it, and it is an appreciation to it. Got to understand what actually yoga is, and not wrong conception of loving it. Loving the work that is done to people's lives. He thanks you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Gordon Cook coming in from, live on Attenville TV, coming in from the Love All Serve All Sai Center. Mr. Gordon Cook says, Sai Ram Love All Serve All Sai Center. Attenville appreciates all the support we receive. This was one phenomenal experience, thoroughly enjoyed by so many, and mainly our children from Attenville. Thank you so much, Mr. Gordon Cook.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sturdy Millet is coming in again on Facebook page. Actually, the yoga changed my life. I am now able to connect myself spiritually and physically, and most importantly, the discipline.
Yeah, yoga
Yeah.
brings a lot of discipline.
It does.
Agree. Yeah. Keep doing yoga.
Ma'am Anjun is giving you guys advice. Keep doing yoga. So tell me, Ma'am Anjun, when you do yoga, does it also affect you physically, not only mentally?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It depends on what kind of yoga you are picking up. Yoga is a program which can be done by and experienced by all abilities. Like, it's not only for the old people. We think that, okay, you sit down and then old people, since they can't do the rigorous exercise, they can do yoga. But
Yes.
it can also be done by the young people. There are yoga challenges, like if you do the Surya Namaskar, which is the sun salutation. If you can't do it for more than 50 times. You will be so tired, because there in one sun salutation there are 12 asanas you will be practicing, and then you have to do it very quickly.
Wow.
So then that is the very, very rigorous, and then after 10th you will be sweating all around. And if you can do that for 50 times, 100 times, you don't need to go to the gym.
Yes.
Yeah, that brings a lot of discipline, because that also like help you in the weight loss, and regulate your body, and then blood pressure, then enhance your mental ability. And if the children are practicing yoga like Tadasana, which we call the palm tree pose, they can grow taller. So
Really?
that palm tree pose is known as the growing taller, because it is children. It can affect up to the 12, 13 years of age. So, but that is, the yoga has like tremendous benefits in everybody's life. So one should keep practicing yoga. Actually, it has to be incorporated into your life. And when early morning you wake up, sometimes you don't feel like going to the gym, and then it is like the lifestyle is so. I feel it is so difficult for me that you wake up and then hit the gym. It is such a, that idea itself like make you sleep more.
It's
But,
tiring.
but if somebody says that, okay, you get up and let us start doing yoga. So the yoga will adjust according to your body, according
Yes.
to your ability. And then you can do as per your convenience. And then you can do, there is also a concept that yoga should be done in the morning. You can do yoga at any time. You can do yoga at any time.
But when will be the best time? Morning, night?
It's always morning, obviously,
Morning.
because you are empty stomach.
Yes.
So yoga has to be done in the empty stomach. And then I want to tell the audience that I had the experience of doing yoga with Baba Ramdev, who is very famous all over the India.
Yes.
I did yoga with him, and then I came to know that our yoga program in Glasgow. I was posted in Scotland at that time, Council General of India in Scotland. So we were doing yoga in Glasgow, and then that session was in the evening, and he wanted to show some extraordinary asana, like chalana, which is like he's revolving the
Yes.
stomach around. So for that he did not eat from the morning.
Okay.
He was fasting, and after he finished the yoga, then he ate like anything.
So it's best if your
It's
tummy is
best that
empty.
that's what I said.
Okay,
That it's
okay.
best that if you do it in the empty stomach,
I'm learning.
it will have more and more effect on you. So that is the idea.
Thank you all for interacting with us in studio today. We have messages coming in from all around town. So we've got Stony Melodist that has actually admitted that yoga has changed his life, and he does appreciate everything that has happened to him after his experience at the Love All Serve All Sai Center. Coming in next, Alicia Mudra. Good morning to you, dear. She says, greetings, Sairam, all a wonderful day, yoga day.
Happy wonderful day to you.
Happy wonderful day to you too. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us in studio today. We are live here on Attenville TV, and I'd like to thank you, Council General of India, Johannesburg, Anju Ranjan.
Thank you so much, and thanks to the viewers. Thank you so much, Kim, for inviting me here
It's
and
been
then
a pleasure,
interacting
Mona.
with you on the International Day of Yoga. I feel that this year we could not do big yoga program, but next year I'm hoping that we'll do a big gathering, and it will be allowed, and then we'll meet people, spread love and spread yoga.
It would be
together.
nice to have
Yes.
many people.
Yes,
Because
yes.
now we have rules and regulations with the
yeah.
lockdown.
So hope next year it will be normal, normalize the situation, and stay safe, stay healthy, and at home also keep doing yoga.
Yes.
So I wanted to tell one more thing, if you have time, like 1
We
minute.
do. You may.
At this point of time, when we all are like, people are suffering from the COVID and post-COVID complications. I myself had COVID in the first wave.
Wow.
And it was quite severe. 60% of the Indian consulate staff, we all got COVID, and none of us got admitted to hospital. We were like cured, I must say, admit here, by the breathing exercises. So one has to do the breathing exercises. And we did 3 times breathing exercises, morning, afternoon and in the evening. Just 10 minutes and then our own pace. So that's what I wanted to give this message at the end, that keep doing yoga and breathing exercises, especially the Anulom Vilom, when you are breathing from the alternate nostril. So that is very important. And also your breathing has to be regulated. Sometimes you try to do the thoracic breathing, sometimes you breathe from your stomach, and sometimes from your shallow breathing and all. So regulate your breathing, because yoga is like three parts. It's one of the asanas, as I mentioned. Then second one is the pranayam. Pranayam is that the breathing exercises. So all kinds of pranayam, those who cannot do exercises, they have to do the pranayam, because breathing is the one which controls your life and controls you. So please keep doing the breathing exercises. That will help you,
That does
not only in the COVID, but also like post-COVID complications. When people have the short breath, most of the people are complaining that after COVID, when they recovered, they have the short breath, they feel the weakness and all. So that breathing exercises help. I wanted to give this thing, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
It was
this.
such an
Yeah.
honor to have you here today, Ma'am Anju Ranjan. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in studio today, live on Attenville TV. From myself, Kimera Hidalal, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Namaste.
Namaste.